Yahoo, Prof here, and today I've got another tech update for you. First off, if you're following over on Twitter at the Profsist, there and everywhere else, you would have seen that I did manage to pick up a steelbook copy of the new 4K remaster of Ghost in the Shell. Finally got released in the US, and this I couldn't pre-order it. That's why I'm saying I managed to get it, because there are only 3 copies at my local Best Buy, and they don't let you pre-order the steelbooks. So if you do want one of those or you're interested, pick them up while you still can. I think it was $20, something like that. Then we've got the Z oldie iPhone 7 here. It's just doing the software update so that I can update my AirPods Pro, since, Android can't update AirPods Pro, and phone needs to be updated to get the latest updates for the AirPods. Great. It should totally be easier. Oh, here we got the old LG G6. I gotta dump some videos off there. Keep an eye out. Squeers and I shot like 20 mouse videos, I swear. Alright, so this also came in. As you can see, I haven't opened it up yet. But this is the art book for Ghost in the Shell 2045. And there was a U.S. seller, direct in the U.S., considerably more than if you buy it in Japan. But it is an official seller. I would say it was probably double if you could buy it in person in Japan. But official on Amazon, shipped by Amazon sort of thing. There was only 1 or 2 left when I placed my order. Then what also came in was the new 9mm Parabellum Billet tribute album. I still don't know how they expect you to say that. It's definitely Chaos. Is it Moology? I think it's supposed to be like anthology with Chaos, because they use that a lot. And then this is their new single right here. And they did issue the single, the main single was issued digitally beforehand had you bought it. And you got if you bought both, it's like I believe these are like postcards or something in there. They issued that, whatever, really, for me. And then this actually came out a couple months ago technically, but I do try to group my shipments from Japan. It does turn out that I can get stuff through DHL now, and this is going to be a really good one to watch. With Asian Kung Fu Generation, Ellegarden, and Straightener, all 3 bands I listen to, all 3 great bands. If you haven't heard them, to be truthful, if any of you guys like, I would say 90s and not punk, like pop punk, like kind of like skater punk, I guess, would be a kind of thing there. You'll probably have heard Ellegarden. They've toured with like Sum 41 in the U.S. before. They almost sound like native English speakers in many cases. So this, having 3 bands together that I like on one tour, should be really, really good. You can see some of the tracks there if you guys know these artists or listen to them. And then because I pre-ordered, they gave you like a sticker pack or whatever. I pretty much have to pre-order if I want any of this stuff, since I'm not over in Japan. And now that DHL makes it here, as long as I go through a seller, which in this case was CD Japan, I will put the links down below for you guys for that, since they did kindly give me an affiliate link. Otherwise, this is something I've had for a while, the Ghost in the Shell vinyl. This has actually been like sold out in Japan with resellers charging more, and I couldn't get it from my usual place. Like, my pre-order got canceled because there's not planes coming out of Japan to US and vice versa, so their post office can't put stuff on passenger planes like as extra that they would normally ship over, and there's no other planes and stuff, so they canceled my order since Japan is not shipping to the US. Turns out, though, this was shipped and sold by Amazon US. Don't know how or why they got some, since I don't think it was supposed to be sold here like that. But hey, there were 2 in stock when I ordered one, so I managed to get one. Super happy about that. I love the artwork on this one. That's part of the reason why I got it. Not that you can't get the artwork anywhere else, and then it just has the opening and ending, the shortened versions for the anime, and then the full versions. And then we have some of the general soundtrack, which I did consider getting as well physically, For now, I just have the digital copy. And I did order some stuff from MNPCtech. If you guys don't follow him over on Twitter, I'd suggest it. He's a great PC modder, has a ton of really cool projects. Some of the stuff you'll see at like trade shows and conventions, like those really done up rigs, he'll have done. And he also makes a lot of this custom stuff. If he has to make it once or he finds a cool thing, he'll sell it off. So what these are fan grills. I believe that's milled aluminum for the outer, and that nice hex for the inner part. And then it just screws on. Very nicely packaged. Gives you some longer fan screws. Not a fan of these big heads, but at least they're long enough to go through this and into your fan. These will be going into my server build, my new server build in that Define 7XL. And then the last thing we have is also for vinyl. This is something done by MNPCtech as well. Seems like they're getting a little into, hi-fi audio and stuff like that. Because they make feet for record players now. They were based on some of their PC feet, I believe. And then they also make this turntable weight. Super nicely made. Perfect height. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but it just clears my top, so it'll still work with it being closed. And so super nice products as always from him. And I got to try it out on my new vinyl here. Alright guys, hopefully you liked the update. If you have any more questions, throw it down below. Another thing would be if you guys have any knowledge in the way of turntables. I'm looking to do some upgrades. That's the Sony one that records high res. I'm actually doing that right there, right now. So if you have any specific upgrades you think would be good for that one, let me know. I'll take them into consideration, as you know, it does leave some to be desired, but I gotta get on a good deal. So we'll see you in the next one, and hopefully see you then.